Didn't see you there. I'm coming to you from my living room for a Fireside Chat at home. I'm Delegate Pat Young, Chair of the Baltimore County Delegation, representing District 44B in Baltimore County. Now, we've been in quarantine going on 4 months now, doing everything we can to keep our families and loved ones safe.
Hi, what you doing?
I'm shooting Fireside Chat. Remember we talked about, hey, it's been a while since we hadn't shot a chat, we should probably release one soon.
Yeah, but I didn't know you meant here. I mean, you're taking up my entire living room, man.
Correction, our living room.
Get out.
I'm coming to you from my dining room.
No.
From my kitchen.
No!
From my bedroom.
Hell no!
I'm coming to you from the back alley behind my house for a Fireside Chat. Now, a lot has happened since the last time we met. The Maryland General Assembly adjourned for the first time early since the Civil War. Many folks from all over the country have been quarantining at home to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, keep their loved ones safe, healthy, and happy. Now, we've got...
Hey, Pat.
Hey, Joe. Joe Shinold, everybody. The Academy Heights Civic Association's dedicated and vigilant president. How you doing?
Good. So you're shooting another of your campfire videos?
I am right now.
Good. Look, you can't be blocking the alley like this. Neighbors are starting to complain.
Neighbors, I've been out here for 20 minutes. Who's complaining?
Just people.
You know, this is a good teaching moment. Many folks don't know that municipalities and counties have local ordinances and laws associated with not blocking alleyways in case emergency vehicles or municipal vehicles need to get through. Thank you, Joe, for bringing that to our attention.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're still going to need to move all your stuff.
Okay,
I'm coming to you from my basement for a Fireside Chat at home. With everything going on in the world today, there's no shortage of sources of information. But sometimes it's hard to determine accurate and credible sources that can help the everyday citizen. Today, I'm joined by my good friend Jessica Weeder, who's a disaster expert, to talk to us about how to stay prepared and safe. Jessica?
Hi, Pat. Thanks for having me. Are you in a bunker?
No, this? No, I'm just in the unfinished part of my basement. I'm inspecting it. How many disasters do you have to personally be responsible for before you're considered a disaster expert?
Well, Pat, I am very clumsy. Thank you for pointing that out. But I think what you were trying to ask was, what is my background that makes me an expert in disaster response? So I'm just going to answer that question. I have been spending 15 years planning for how to keep people safe for large-scale emergencies. My specialty is actually in nuclear detonations. So if global pandemic and institutional racism wasn't enough for you, now I have you thinking about nuclear blasts. Oh, and hurricane season just started too. You're welcome.
What are some things folks should be doing to stay prepared during a pandemic?
Well, it's totally normal for people to want their lives to go back to normal. Unfortunately, the virus thrives on us being social creatures. So we still need to be very vigilant and follow our 3 W's, right? Wait 6 feet away, wear your mask, and wash your hands. Also, if you were to get sick, think of who you would have to call to tell them that they need to be on the lookout. You want to keep that number of people as small as possible. Also, for any type of emergency, this concept of get inside, get information, and act on that information is the best thing that you can do. If you have no information, inside is the best place for you to be because it's going to protect you from anything that's bad on the outside, whether that's extreme wind or nuclear fallout or a deadly virus, for example.
So would getting inside be working for chemical warfare?
Yes.
Maybe an asteroid?
Yeah, inside's the best place.
Zombie apocalypse.
Pat.
So with much of the country beginning to implement reopening plans and folks protesting and calling for police accountability and reform, What are some suggestions that folks can do to stay safe if they go back to work or participate in Black Lives Matter rallies?
It's really important right now for people to have a voice. And also it's important for people to be getting back to work. And there are some simple steps that people can take to do it as safely as possible. So there are really 4 things I want people to remember. The first one is stay 6 feet away from other people. The second step is going to be to wear a mask. The third step is if you're protesting, carry a sign. And the fourth step is isolate as much as possible after. And I actually think talking about step 1 and staying 6 feet away, that people have a hard time knowing what 6 feet looks like. Pat, you're about 6 feet tall, right?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Well, if you've ever seen Pat standing or laying down, I guess, you want to keep a 6-foot distance between you and the next person. So a whole Pat's length distance between you and them, a whole radius of Pat.
Well, that's great advice. Everybody stay away from me.
That can be very good advice. I've known you for a long time. The next step, moving on to step 2, is to wear a mask over your nose and your mouth. So do not wear your mask like this or like this, because if you do that, you might as well be wearing the mask like a hat for all the good it's doing you and protecting other people. So what you want to do is make sure that it is over your nose and your mouth and wear it like this, which brings me to step 3.
Just, it's a little hard to understand you over Zoom with the mask on. Oh. I know this game. I love this game. 3 syllables? No? Oh, step 3. Oh, hold up.
Party sign, yeah, like this one. Yelling, singing, chanting, all those things spread spit, and spit spreads the virus. Say that 5 times fast. So carry a sign if you have something to say, like this one, or like this one. And that really brings us to step 4, which is after you're in a group, you want to isolate as much as possible.
As you said earlier, you have to keep in mind, if you get sick, how many people did you keep in contact with? So keeping that radius as small as possible is very important.
Exactly. The most important thing we can be doing right now is protecting other people. So please keep that in mind. Stay 6 feet away, wear your mask, carry a sign, and if you are in a group, make sure that you isolate as much as possible afterwards.
Jess, that was some great advice. I really do appreciate you coming onto the show and sharing with the rest of the folks. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Pat. Stay well, everyone.
Comptroller Francho. Hey, yep, just getting ready. Social distancing happy hour, huh? Yeah. Yep, I purchased all the Maryland beers and wines like you asked, uh-huh. Yep. What's that? Oh. Can't make it. That's just your opinion, man. No, of course. Hey, bye. Oh, great. What am I going to do with all that White Claw?